Good morning everyone, and thank you for coming out this morning for our Wills Trust and Estate Planning seminar.
And there's a lot more detail that goes into today that we were unaware of, certainly, and I'm sure other people in the same situation. So yes, I would recommend people do attend.
So I'll pass you over now to our advisors.
Yeah, I was surprised it was so intimate. I thought it was going to be just, 100 people sitting in front of a screen, but actually I was really surprised that it was so very homely feel, which was great.
And this is exactly what happened for the Smith sisters, and in particular for Betty's side of the family, which saved them that extra £168,200 of inheritance tax, second generation.
The information that we received was easy to understand and to relate to our own circumstances.
Because there's actually 3 types of tax planning that you can have in the UK. The first one is tax evasion. There's no two ways about it. It's criminal. It's illegally trying to defraud the government to evade paying tax.
I think if you spend all your life, earning money and you want to pass it on, you really need to be more specific about how you want to do that.
We then have tax avoidance. Tax avoidance schemes have had a lot more attention recently. These are your celebrity type schemes, your offshore things where some clever person is taking advantage of a loophole in the law to avoid paying as much tax as they possibly should. Eventually HMRC is going to get wise to it, they're going to shut the loophole down and they're going to come back to you, give you a slap on the wrist and take the tax that you should have paid.
Nobody got sold to. They were very open about what the service is, what the cost is. Nobody pinned them to the wall or the floor or got them in a corner. They were free to go when they wanted. It's just about sowing the seeds and letting people let it settle in their own minds and make their own decision.
And then finally we have tax mitigation. Tax mitigation is about legally using the framework within the law to legitimately reduce someone's tax liability.
And I think the big thing is actually you realise that actually so many people don't do that and they lose so much money that they've actually earned.
We can't stop bad things happening to nice people. I wish we could, but we can't. But what we can do with the correct type of estate planning is to protect them from the financial consequences if and when these bad things do take place.
Attend this and get to understand the implications, certainly that 40% of your wealth could actually go to the government, but you can avoid some of that. So
all we needed to do was make sure the right legal framework and documents were drawn up to say this has now taken place, and that is obviously where we've got a huge tax saving as well as other protection for Betty and her family bloodline.
Take advice, don't guess at it, and trust these people. They know their subject really well. They're specialising in a sort of relatively small area. I'm a lawyer, I do company commercial work, I do some of this sort of work, I do other types of work as well, but these are true specialists and they know what they're talking about. It's well researched, and I think it would be good value for their money if they proceeded with using them.